So we made it to the Quaker meeting location, the Two Rivers. Honestly, it was harder to find, partly because we were in the middle of nowhere and we had GPS issues, but also I had expectations of this grand, great cemetery, and so when the GPS said, oh, just another quarter mile up around the corner, that's where we went, and we went by this actually several times before we stopped and realized this was it. That being said, though, just being here was an incredible feeling. I got to walk where my great-great-great-great-great-grandparents walked. I got to walk where they met. The feeling was truly amazing. I know I visited other cemeteries in the past, especially old ones, and I've talked about, wondering if I have family there. But this time I knew, and initially I was a little disappointed. I expected, really nice, easy to read headstones. That was pretty naive on my part. Couple hundred years takes a lot out of a cemetery. I also learned later it's pretty rare to have names on a Quaker's headstone. It's kind of a sign of vanity, which I learned later. I did learn that my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather is actually buried in another South Carolina cemetery, and so I will be making a trip there, of course. But just walking around, it was truly, truly amazing. But now it's time to get back on the road towards Savannah. So we made it to Savannah, and the first thing we did was go down to the historic district. We found a nice lot to park in. It was 24-hour parking, and we could have camped there. Later on in the evening, we decided there was just too much traffic in the area to feel safe overnight, so we moved on. But we spent some time wandering around downtown, and we happened across a carriage ride. So we decided that was a pretty good way to get kind of the lay of the land. So after the carriage ride, we decided to walk around downtown a little bit. There's a number of really nice parks, and we walked through some of those. The one we have here is Johnson Park. And if I remember right, this is where the central baking was. Being in the South, you wouldn't want to bake in your house. It would be way too hot. So there was a place downtown where you could take your prepared dough and have it baked or bake it there and then take it home later at night. There were a number of really nice parks in the historic district like this. So while we were walking around downtown, we found Paula Dean's, the Lady and the Sons restaurant. They also had a really nice gift shop attached, and we wandered around there a little bit. I looked at the menu and really was hoping they would have biscuits and gravy for breakfast the next morning, but it wasn't on the menu. So after the historic district, we made our way over to Forsyth Park. It is a huge park in Savannah. What we did is actually start at one end of the park and we walked all the way to the other end. Truly is a beautiful park. Besides playgrounds, there were people playing frisbee football. There were people that had hung up hammocks in the trees and were laying there reading. It was really cool. There was one part of the sidewalk that was actually a no biking area. So if you're on a bike, you had to stop and get off and walk your bike through there. which was pretty cool. We made our way all the way to the Civil War Memorial, and we walked around that. So here is the Civil War monument that sits here in the park. The sidewalk goes around the monument, so we just kind of walked around a little bit. So after the monument, we just kept walking down the sidewalk. There were musicians playing, just lots and lots of people enjoying the beautiful day that we had in Savannah. And we went to the fountain at Forsyth Park. And I'm probably saying that wrong, but it was a really cool fountain. There were lots and lots of people taking their pictures in front of the fountain, lots of selfies. And I myself partook in a selfie in front of the fountain. So after we finished up at the park, we actually made our way over back down to the historic district. We found a nice little restaurant to have some supper, which was really nice. They put us on the patio, and we actually got to look out and watch a band that was playing there in the street. And they were so friendly. It was stay as long as you want, and we had a great time. I have no doubts that we both want to go back and explore Savannah some more. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We didn't spend a lot of time in Savannah, but we did have a really good time. Remember, travel,
Thank you for
explore,
watching my video.
and live life to its
If you
fullest.
enjoyed the video or got something out of it, please like the video and share with your friends. And please subscribe by clicking the bell below. Remember, travel, explore, and live life to its fullest.